call the fashion cops and dare them to arrest me. I just hit the blunt and blast it off like James and Jesse. Might also have a dash of psilocybin in my Nestea. I mean, who don't love their greens with a little dressing? I'm the 1 through 5, I'm the king and the next best thing. Imagine waking up not wild in springtime, that's depressing. I feel the saltiness in every button that they pressing. Keep mashing help. I provoke the crash out of the century. My influence turned their brains into a penitentiary. I live up there. I ain't really shit, nor am I visiting. Hold up, let me add insult to injury. They sick of me. Told them meet my dick up till they hiccupy. They sick of me. Bitterness a symptom of my victory. They sick of me. Probably do me good to learn some empathy. They sick of me. Fuck all that, at least it's good publicity. Well, folks, it looks like the Ahoy Sailors guy is a little mad. Yeah, you know what? I am fucking mad. In fact, I wish I could reach through my screen and better watch my mouth, cause I ain't trying to fuck my money up. But it's getting harder for me to keep up appearances. Put me up against my nemesis, now that's a mirror match. Ducking cancellation, only dummies live in fear of that. I feel like Sagat the way I hit him with these tiger knees. I protect him every single time like I'm a fire swing. I just hit the shmoney.
How we feeling
inside a fire ring
after a big Seattle Mariners win? Huh? How we feeling? A nice 13-1 win. This song sucks harder than the Rangers hitting. Yeah. Later. PG guys. Yeah. Later. Easy. Easy. Look at that, chat. Look how easy that is. Chat, what a freaking game from the Seattle Mariners. Obviously, the offense comes through again. Cal Raleigh with the big home run, the grand slam, after also, of course, hitting one earlier in the game as well. I mean, the torpedo bat, chat. There's something to it. There might be something to it. Should have been a shutout. Can I be honest with you, chat? I could not care less that it wasn't a shutout. I don't care. You know, I don't care. They threw a position player. You know what I mean? Like, just a big W all around for the team. Brian Wu pitched his booty off again. He had a perfecto going into the 5th inning. Obviously, that was broken up by a Jonah Heim single, and that was all the Rangers got off of this Mariners pitching staff until we got to the 9th inning, and Troy Taylor came in, obviously gave up some hard contact, gave up the home run to Josh Smith, gave up another single or two in there as well. So, in the end, I mean, the Mariners have continued their dominance over the Rangers over the past couple of years. I think that Brian Wu going back into Globe Life Field, which is where he made his debut, where he got shelled, and putting up a performance like he did today, just goes to show how much he's progressed, you know, over the past 2 years that he's been in the big leagues. And I think that it goes to show how impressive he is, because he's been the Mariners' best pitcher so far this year. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about that. $2 from Levi. He says the Dragon. The Dragon, Levi. Is that what we're calling Brian Wu? The Dragon? Or is that Andres Munoz? You might need your Mariners Anonymous gear one day, but not today. Love to see it, Greg. Love to see it. That's right. Today we need the Triton Sup Torpedoes Away shirt. There is a different shirt for every kind of game for the Seattle Mariners. You could get it. Oh my God, I don't even have the link. I am so sorry, chat. I'm a bad streamer. I'll get you guys the link right now. What's good, Big C? What's good, Nelson? How are you? Somebody said this Cal post-game interview was hilarious. How'd it go? I obviously didn't watch it because I was booting up the stream. Let's see. Torpedoes. How do you spell torpedoes? There's an E? Okay. Away. Get yours here. Brian Woo's the Dragon. Brian Wu is the Dragon. Awoo! Kenny says, awoo. Play Pops, and that would get us banned real quick. 199 from Pigeon Boys. Brian Wu is the Dragon. We love to see that. Appreciate the 199, Pigeon Boys. And then Dorian with the 21-month resub, or remember, says, woo, my vertical approach angle king. When he has that, low arm slot going and he has that four-seam fastball up in the zone, yeah, feeling pretty good about that. Feeling pretty good. A's are going to be second in the division at this point. That's probably true. It's time to get excited and buy in. Oh, man. I really, if they make it through this month, chat, and they're still somehow, I don't think there's any way they'll be just as hot at the end of this month. But if somehow they are, I will be completely 100% sold that this team is gonna go deep in the playoffs. I'll be sold. But it feels like the regression is coming, and that's totally fine. Like, again, there's gonna be regression in my opinion for Polo, for a lot of these guys, but there's also gonna be progression from guys like Julio, Cal obviously getting back at it, Ben Williamson with the big double today. Like, there's gonna be progression as well, so it's all gonna even out kind of to the mean. I don't think regression for Polo is a bad thing if Julio gets going. You know what I mean? Like, Polo's not going to be a 260 WRC plus guy the rest of the year, but is Julio going to be like an 80 WRC plus guy the rest of the year? Probably not. Felipe says, let's just enjoy it while it's here. I agree. Talk about Rangers beat down. Go Mariners. Cal for MVP. Like the stream and show some respect for the dumper. Yes, what K. Kinney said. Did we win? We did. Talked about him talking to himself when he swung at the ball in the dirt. Said, I don't know, don't be an idiot. Haven't seen a dominant game like this in a while. Let's go. I mean, yeah, what was the last one when they had the 14-0? They won 14-0. Was that last week, chat? Was that last week? It might have been. Ben Williamson's catch. Oh, that catch was crazy. Chat. I mean, that's what we like to see out of Ben Williams. That's the guy that we know he can be on the field. Daydar, what's up, dude? How many times have we put up 10 plus runs on teams so far this year? It's a great question. It's been a lot. I wouldn't be shocked if I was to learn that the Mariners have put up more 10-run games. If I was to look and say the Mariners put up more 10-run games this year already than they did all of last year, I wouldn't be shocked. Yo, Colton, I missed the last podcast, so you said you would say who you think would be an all-star and how many. Can you tell me? Yes, I can tell you now. So I had, in the video, I think that we discussed, I said it was going to be 5 all-stars. Now, because of the way the voting works and because of the way, no, Levi, he didn't, but Cal went deep twice. The way that the all-star voting works is it's more of a popularity contest and all this stuff. But the Mariners, in my opinion, will have at least 3. They should have 5. They will have 3. The 3 that they will have is going to be Cal Raleigh, it's going to be Jorge Polanco, and it's going to be it's going to be Andres Munoz. Those 3 for sure. Munoz, Polanco, Cal. I think also, though, J.P. Crawford and Brian Wu should also be all-stars. All 5 of them. Colton, can you shout me and my 401k and Roth IRA? Yeah, dude, shout out to Manny's 401k and his Roth IRA, dude. Love to see it. Yeah, Ryland Thomas being productive in all of his ABs was good to see. I think that the play that he made out in right field, I think was his first play of the game, by the way. Like that he made all game, and the fact that he was able to, in the situation that he was in, he was able to go up against the wall like that and make that catch was great to see. We've put up now 3 games of 10 or more runs this year. That's crazy. I mean, that, again, I don't know how many times the Mariners did it last year, but I feel like it wasn't many. I mean, I didn't know his WRC plus off the top of my head, but you don't get immediate attention, Lucario. No. The road trip could really set us apart from the rest of the division. I mean, it's a big one. It's a big road trip when you have obviously these games against the Rangers and then you go to Sacramento and play the Athletics. It's a big road trip for a team that, as the Mariners are, that is trying to create some separation earlier if they could. Because you shout out me, my 0 subs. You shout out to Colton. Shout out to Felipe and his 13 cents. And shout out to not Lucario. At least one of Gilbert or Wu will be an all-star. Yeah, I just think that with Logan's injury, I just don't necessarily see it happening. Which is a shame. But I think that Brian Wu, as long as he stays healthy, deserves it. He absolutely deserves it. Astros got taken care of by the White Sox. Tough. Let me actually pull up the AL West standings here. AL West standings. Here, we can go to... Bro, why is it always muted on that? Sorry, chat. Why is it always muted on that screen? I hate my microphone. I hate Streamlabs, actually. Thanks, chat. Thanks, chat. I said, man, there's always like a few minutes of that, huh? Where I just don't realize that I'm muted. Anyway, hang on. I'm gonna go back and fix it. But dude, Pluto with the $5 holla said, "What's up, nerds? I'm late to the chat." Pluto, you're right on time, buddy. With the $5 holla. Top D of the day from Flat Pluto. Heard everything, by the way. Heard it all for sure. For sure, chat. Bad gaming chair. It's true. Hold on, I'm gonna fix it. Oh god, I screamed too much. That hurt. Whew. Anyway. As I was saying to, I guess, nobody but me. The Los Angeles Angels of Disneyland are 12-18, 6.5 games back. Nobody expected them to be anywhere near the top of the standings, right? The team that I'm the most afraid of right now is the Athletics. They're 2 games behind the Mariners. They're 8-2 in their last 10, just like the Mariners are. And they're playing, well, they're playing pretty good away. They're not playing great at home, which is interesting. The Mariners are playing great at home, and they're playing all right away. Obviously, there was the sweep from the Giants, but otherwise, the Mariners have won every series on the road so far, other than that one Giant series. So, yeah, I think overall, you got to feel pretty good about where this team is at in terms of, you know, making some noise in a division that is easily winnable. Oh my god, I'm on the wrong screen. This is a division that is easily winnable for the Mariners right now. And I think that they need to keep the pressure on as we go throughout the rest of this year. And I think that's going to take making some trades. And we talked about that in the latest episode of the podcast. But I think it's going to take making some trades to really be able to keep that pressure on the rest of this division. But I think it would be important for them to add to this team when they see fit. Like, it doesn't have to be right this second. It doesn't have to be right this second. But if Solano keeps struggling, you have to go out and add to this team. Whether that be Tyler Locklear or whether that be them going out and maybe getting a Ryan Mountcastle or whatever. You know what I mean? Aaron says, in their division, the Mariners have the best record against plus 500 teams. That says a lot to me. Yeah, I agree, Aaron. The team with the most wins in baseball, the New York Mets, have played like over half their games against under 500 teams. True story. True story. 3 stars of the game: Cal, Brian Wu, and Julio, because he had that home run to center. It was a good swing. It was a really good swing he put on that ball. They should do a second All-Star game, something at the end of the year, but who finishes the best of the league. I mean, that'd be fun. I honestly wish that the All-Star game was a player's vote and not a fan vote, because the fans, you know, love fans or hate fans. They I mean, there was that year where we had 1 million Royals. on that team. Are we legit? Are the Mariners this good? No. But I don't think they're much worse. I don't think the Mariners are this good. I mean, what are they? They've won now, 16 of their last 21 games? I don't know if they're this good, but I don't think that they are bad. I think that they can, instead of being, 16-5, I can see them being 13-8? I don't think that they are this good, but I'm going to ride the wave while we can, and I would love to be wrong. Can you ask Kirby to do his rehab starts in Everett? Yeah, I'll ask him, Dadara. Manny, we're going on Wednesday, by the way. Joe and I are going on Wednesday. Any news on Brash? He was in the dugout today. Which I found very interesting, that he's not out doing a rehab assignment or anything like that. The fact that he was in the dugout leads me to believe that he will be activated sometime during this series, is what I am assuming that means, having him in the dugout. I could be wrong, but I think that because he's in the dugout, there's a decent chance he's activated. I think a sweep of the Rangers is totally possible now. The Rangers' offense is awful. Oh, their offense is horrible. The offense is horrible. But at the same time, game 3 of this series is Emerson Hancock versus Jacob deGrom. And while deGrom is older, he still has the chance, has the ability to be one of the best pitchers in baseball. His shortest start of the year, though, was against the Seattle Mariners. 4 innings of work. That's all he was able to get through. So, I mean, hey, if they can get to if they can get to a point where Jacob deGrom's out of this game by the 4th inning, or 4th or maybe the 5th inning, I think I feel pretty good about that game. But we'll just have to wait and see. Oh yeah, the Gilbert news today. Yeah, deGrom ain't no Quantrill, exactly. Yeah, let's talk about the Gilbert news here in just a sec. Daedara said, you're going either Tuesday or Thursday, or Wednesday and Thursday. Either way, I need to talk about something with y'all and Shekels. What does that mean? What does this mean, Daedara? Honestly, I probably would have gone to the game on Wednesday, Daedara, if I hadn't gotten sick. But I was like, nah, I'm sleeping in on Wednesday. So the news on Logan Gilbert, chat, that Jerry Dipoto shared today with, I believe it was MLB Network, right? Was that the hope is, so George is getting ready to go out on his rehab assignment. The hope is that he will be back by the end of this month. And he said the same for Logan Gilbert. Now, I don't know if they've done anything in terms of another MRI or another X-ray or something like that. So I don't know if they've actually gotten more information on what he has going on in his elbow other than just his flexor strain. They said it was going to be 2 weeks. When did he get hurt? What day was it? Let me look. Logan Gilbert injury. Why's my caps lock on? So he got injured on Friday, so a week ago. So it's been 1 week right now since he's been hurt. So not until a week from today, according to the 2 week, whatever they said, can we expect to have more imaging done on Logan to have them reevaluate. Last Friday. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. So I think that what Jared Dipoto said, I think we have to take it with a grain of salt, because that's the hope, right? If he doesn't end up needing Tommy John, or it's not worse than they thought, then sure, he can come back, at the end of May. But at the same time, again, and we've talked about it a lot, we all know how this same injury worked out for Robbie Ray. So we'll just have to wait and see a week from today about how it goes with Logan. Aaron Urseth with the $5 holla. M's put Leiter's ERA at 4.58. Was only a twinge over. Oh, was it only a twinge over 2? It's been a long time since we've had an offense like this. Damn. I think that the way, appreciate the 5, by the way, Aaron. The way that this offense is clicking on all cylinders right now is, I talked about it, and I will be the first to shove my foot in my own mouth when I said that I don't necessarily think that a change of hitting coaches is going to be that big of a deal. I don't think it's going to, fix things for this team. They need better players. And, I mean, again, small sample size. It's only been a month in this season so far. But I was completely wrong. And I will own that. I will be the first to say that I am happy that I was wrong. I'm happy that, Kevin Seitzer and Edgar Martinez have turned the bats some way, somehow. I truly don't know how they did it, but some way, somehow they changed the approach to this team. The Mariners are walking more than any other team in baseball. Right? They're controlling the zone very, very well. They're also stealing more bags than almost any other team in baseball. Obviously, now that Luke Raley's injured and Victor Robles is injured, that's going to take away from it. Sorry, Chad, I still haven't gotten over the cough. But nonetheless, the brand of baseball they're playing, yes, they're still hitting. They're still hitting the home runs and whatnot. You know what I mean? That, like, don't get me wrong. Cal obviously is leading the league in home runs. Polo's been hitting his fair share of home runs, but they're not doing it solely with home runs. It's a lot of it, but it's not solely with home runs. They're also getting the job done with runners in scoring position right now. I don't actually have the numbers in front of me because I'm never prepared, but I think that when you look at their overall stats this year, the brand of baseball they're playing is something that is more sustainable than when they've had a few sorry, I read your message, Jadara, and it threw me off. When they've had a few hot streaks in the past, it's mainly been on like the home run ball or like one or two guys being hot. Right now there's a bunch of guys that are hot on this team right now, and I think that because of that, that's more sustainable. Cal in the home run derby, I'm in. Dinara said, Colton, a few streams ago you said you wanted to talk to me about shillings or shekels and what happened during spring training. Yeah, Dinara, we gotta tell you that story about the shilling shekels fiasco. It's pretty funny. You're gonna get a kick out of it. And just know we haven't heard back from them since. So whoops, I may have messed up. Anyway, walks up, strikeouts down, helping also. Yeah, they're controlling the zone. They're absolutely controlling the zone. Prediction for the upcoming Yankees series. Going to be a fun one. It's two very hot offensive ball clubs. I'm not sure how the rotations line up right now, so I'll have to I'll have to wait to like really hear more, and obviously we'll talk about it on the podcast when it comes up. But Mike E with the $5 holla. I'll make you a bet, Colt. Mariners win the AL West with over 1.5 games above the next team. I lose, I pay for tickets for you and Joe. If I win, you buy me one. If you win, I'm assuming we're talking about for 2026, right, Mike? If you win, I'm buying 3 tickets, so you, me, and Joe are all going to a game together. I'm not just going to send you to the game by yourself. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm not going to make you go by yourself. But yeah, I'm in, Mike. I'm in. Let's make it happen. We still going to plan a podcast game for May 31st? A podcast game. Am I blanking on something? I might be blanking on something. What's the podcast game? Am I dumb? I might be dumb. As the batter in chief is that's a great way to put it, Jet fan. I like that a lot. I know it's good. I know since Edgar took back over, Yes. Oh, I see what you're saying, Winston. I see what you're saying. Yeah. So we're thinking the 31st of May for the meetup. That's what we always call it, the Mariner Mojo meetup. So I think that what we're gonna do is we're going to have to Joe and I need to finalize where we're gonna get tickets and how we're gonna make it work. That's the biggest thing about the meetup right now, is we might just end up doing it. Yeah, got you, Winston. My bad. I wasn't understanding. That's my bad. Yeah. So we'll probably, what's today? Today's the 2nd. We'll probably, and it's Friday. We'll probably I'd say by like Wednesday. Expect something on Wednesday. For Joe and I to talk about that, because we haven't finalized anything yet, but we need to. We need to finalize what we're gonna do and just do it already. So the Trident deck, I was looking into renting out spaces, Felipe, and it didn't give me a price, and I have to call them, and I don't think I have the money to do a meetup and rent out the deck, unfortunately. But meet up in the Diamond Club, hey man, let's make it happen. But yeah, expect something on Wednesday. Joe and I will talk about it probably tomorrow. Wait, no, I'm sorry, Sunday, which is when we normally record Monday's episode of the podcast, and then go from there. So, to clarify, I mean a ticket for next season's opening day, or I'll pay for your ticket to a playoff game and Joe can buy his own. Hey man, whatever the bet is, whatever it is, Mike, I'm in. Whatever it is, I'm in. Holy shit, I just saw the score. Autumn. That's why we got the Tridents up, torpedoes away, because we had Cal big dumper Raleigh with a couple of bomb skis in this game as well. But yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow's game as well. I think that the Mariners have a decent chance at continuing their hot streak tomorrow with Luis Castillo on the mound. I am worried about the game on Sunday, because that is Emerson Hancock on the mound versus Jacob deGrom. You missed a good one. You did miss a good one. Trident deck would be dope. Yeah, if we could get the Trident deck to work, that is exactly what I would want to do. That would be a lot of fun to be able to do the Trident deck. So I don't necessarily know how that works. Can Cal hit 50? Maybe. I don't know, man. Maybe. I personally am not sure. I'd like to think yes, but I think we need to win tomorrow, because I don't trust Sunday. Agreed. They need to win tomorrow for me to feel good about this series. I mean, the fact that they've already won the game one like they did, I feel pretty good about that. Big Dumper took a big dump on the Rangers. We love to see it. Jeffrey with the $2 holla. Gotta head out, fellas, smooches, bros, and go Mariners. Mike, appreciate you as always stopping in, bro. It was good to see you. We're actually going to end it here as well, chat. The Up West Sports guys are going to be doing a stream soon, so I want to make sure that you guys are able to go over there. And so if you guys could follow that link, they're going to be going live, they said, at some point tonight. For their Friday night lives. They're almost at 100 subscribers. So if you guys could subscribe to them, tell them, we had Jay Buhner. Oh, I'm sorry, Logan Evans. You're right. Sorry, my bad. It was Logan Evans. My bad, Bert. Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, if you guys could subscribe to them, tell them the Mojo sent you. Jay Buhner was in the podcast booth today, or the broadcast booth, and tell them the Bone sent you. Tell them the Mojo sent you. They'll know what it means. But I appreciate you guys being here. Just followed Autumn. Appreciate it. I think they're going to have a bunch of guys on. I'm not going to be able to be on there tonight, but I know that they're going to have a bunch of guys on there. So I appreciate you guys for being here, though, nonetheless, here on this Friday. I'm going to send that link one more time for you guys. But I appreciate you guys being here on a Friday night. We will be back again tomorrow after tomorrow's game, per the usual. And yeah, let's just keep it rolling, man. Let's just, Tellez 3-hit game. Love to see it. Let's keep it rolling tomorrow, because if the Mariners can win another series tomorrow and not have to, try to squeak one out on Sunday, I'd feel really good about the way that this road trip has started so far, even though they are going to be going in to play the Athletics soon. So appreciate you guys for being here. All of you guys, another over 200 of you guys in here tonight, which is absolutely insane. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Go freaking Mariners. Trident's up. Torpedoes away. Buy the shirt. Buy the shirt. It's my favorite one. It's my favorite one.